On today's Daily Slab, we are going to be looking back at Jamal Murray's market for the trender. We are also going to be looking at an interesting prop piece that sold in comparison to a Mickey Mantle for the same price. And we are going to cover some news and notes at the very end. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's Daily Slab. Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab. I am Nate, and the trender for today is Jamal Murray. And so the 25-year-old shooting guard missed all of last season due to an ACL tear. And so there was a chance to buy low, and hopefully he comes back healthy, and it works out. You can sell high. Well, that clearly has worked out, as you can see by the graph on the screen. His Optic Hollow PSA 10 is up 112% in 1 year. An impressive rise. And the way he got there, well, he was very good this year. He averaged 20 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting almost 50% from the field. And yet those numbers have been upped slightly in the playoffs. He is averaging 27 points a game in the playoffs, which is incredible. Through the first 2 games, we are only through 2 games as of this recording. He was good in Game 1, having scored 26 points on 11 of 22 shooting, 50% from the field, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. Game 2, while he was still good, 18 points on 7 of 15, just a smidge under 50%, while also adding in 4 rebounds and 10 assists. If you're the second best player, you lose by 3 points and you only get up 15 shots. That's a little bit like a little bit of a head scratcher, so to speak. So hopefully in this next game, Game 3, he will get up a few more shots than that. In fact, the game before, 22 shots. The game before that, 18 shots. So if he had gotten up 18 shots, they might have had a chance to win instead of 15, considering they only lost by 3. But regardless of what happens there, this Optic Hollow up drastically in the last year. And if he can add championship to his belt, it could go up from there. All right, in our post of the day, you've got what is an award, specifically a Dundie from The Office, Michael Scott's Dundie that you can see the picture. It came from his shelf that he has in the dinner party episode, one of the top episodes of all time in The Office. He's got his little tiny 14-inch TV. It's super awkward. Dwight and his nanny show up at one point. It's a great show. It's great episode. And you have the Dundie from that sold for $10,625 this week on Heritage Auctions. You also have on the right side a Mickey Mantle 1956 Grayback SGC 8 that sold for $10,200 in May on Heritage Auctions. So obviously, the same people, somebody buying a Mantle is probably not going to buy a Dundie, right? So we get it. It's not a comparable asset, but it is a comparable price, and so it's kind of a funny comparison. $10,600 for a Dundie, $10,200 for a Mickey Mantle. And it's like, how many Dundies are there? We don't know. Probably a few out there, but there's a lot of Grayback graded Mickey Mantles from 1956. 8,793 graded by PSA, 1,158 graded by Beckett, 2,391 graded by SGC, and the 8s, there are 39. I imagine there's probably not 39 Dundies out there, but there are 39 8s, and then another, 10,000 plus graded Grayback Mickey Mantles from 1956. And so it's one of those funny things where it's like, wow, for the same price, you could have got something that's significantly more rare on one of the greatest shows of all time, or you could have gotten a Mickey Mantle 4th year card. Either way you go, it's interesting. But for me, I feel like there's probably only one chance of getting one of these Dundies, whereas you have plenty of chances. Maybe not an SGC 8, even though there are 39 of them. But you have plenty of chances to get a Mickey Mantle 1956 if you want it. And so for me, I'm definitely taking the Dundie. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you taking the Dundie or are you taking the Mickey Mantle? Because after all, this is a sports card video. And then lastly, in what's happening, we've got a couple news and notes that are shaking up the sports world, so I figured I'd bring them up. And first and foremost, LIV Golf, LIV Golf, and the PGA Tour are combining. I won't go more into that today because the trender for tomorrow will be on that. So we will cover that tomorrow. You also have Ellie De La Cruz, top five prospect no matter where you get your prospect rankings. He's getting called up to the majors by the Reds. 6'5" shortstop with massive power, massive speed, and good defense. Getting called up by the Reds. The Reds are fast becoming a ferocious team. And we will cover that more tomorrow as well. Let some sale prices come in there. And then lastly, Cage Lawyer put up a little video calling out the Series 2 print runs. And there are going to be 645,394 base cards per player in Top Series 2 coming out. If you compare that to 2022, it's 446,000, 2021, 345,000, 2020, 230,000, 2019, 228,000, 2018, 190,000. So 2018 would have been Ohtani, 2019, Tatis and Vlad, 2020 and 2021, I'm drawing a blank on who would be there. And 2022 was also pretty atrocious. We had to wait till Topps update for good cards there. And so Series 2 hasn't been great the last couple of years. But still, you've got Volpe, Walker, those guys, 645,000 base cards. And if they print all those and they're not printing any more golds, they're not printing any more foils, they're not printing any more anything else. They do have a couple new retail parallels out of $9.99 and $7.99. But otherwise, you know, they have printed a lot more cards for you not getting more golds, not more foils, not more blacks out of 71. It's going to be a lot harder to hit those cards now, especially hit those cards of good players. So good luck, everyone that buys Series 2. There's going to be a lot of it out there this year. All right, thank you, everyone, for watching today's Daily Slab. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.